This is also the first recession of its own kind. The past 4 recessions have all been either about an oil crisis or an oil price shock or a monsoon failure. This is the first recession which we are experiencing, which is due to a health crisis, and this is a pandemic. But economic challenges are not any different. There is lack of demand in the economy, practically no growth. In fact, the economy is shrinking. Inflation is high, unemployment is high, and there are job losses, and investment cycle has come to a standstill. International exports have been very low, almost the same level as they were about 6 years ago. So the economic challenges are practically the same. It is expected of the upcoming budget to extricate us out of the economic situation we are in, and to find solutions, to provide solutions to take the economy back to the high growth path, especially after the finance minister has raised expectations by saying it's going to be a never before budget. So this series of videos is going to be about the challenges that the finance minister faces, the challenges that the economy faces, what are the tight situations that the economy is going through, and how much leeway does the finance minister have, and also what are the most realistic expectations from this budget. So today's session is about what is currently good in the economy and what is bad in the economy. The economy is finally open and economic activity has begun in full measure. That's reflecting in GST collections, which were at a record high last month. E-way bill generation was also at a record high last month, but these need to sustain. There has been a spike, but they need to sustain. They haven't shown a sustained level of economic activity, at least in the past 3 to 4 months since the lockdown opened. However, power consumption has seen a spike, but that could also be because of the cold wave last month, especially in the northern parts of the country. Index of industrial production has shown improvement. Power consumption apart, you're seeing the two-wheelers and automobile sales have risen, but those sales are not even as good as they were in 18-19 financial year. The interesting bit is that because of all these, and also the fact that unemployment has fallen very drastically from 23-24% at the peak of lockdown to now about 6 to 7%. That's also good news. Seeing some improvement in demand, for instance automobiles, or for that matter consumer durables. The demand has still not been able to reach the level of even last year. The only manufacturing sector, micro sector, that is done very well right through the lockdown and now is the FMCG, because the demand of consumption of FMCG at home has risen very substantially. When it comes to services, the great silver lining has been the e-commerce industry, the e-tail industry, and allied industries, for instance delivery services, logistics, and suppliers. So those are the two industries, FMCG and e-tail, which are seeing very substantial improvement in demand. In fact, in most cases, they have surpassed the last year's demand or last year's levels by a huge margin. What's not working in the economy right now, being so overwhelmingly higher in number and in scale than what is good in the economy, and that's one of the reasons why you are seeing the Indian economy continues to be in recession, and this year is going to lead to a shrinking of the economy. Maybe not as much as what was predicted earlier, but the economy will still shrink between 7 to 8% as opposed to last year.